So I've seen a lot of confusion over the recent release of resource heat maps. I'm just going to go over how to check them, what it means and how they work. Right, so the first thing I need to say is resources only show on player owned properties. There's been a lot of people saying the distribution is fixed and follow the shape of player owned land, which yes, they do, but that's intentional. It's not meant to show on land that's not owned. That's not to say non-purchased land doesn't have resources, just that the heat maps exclude that data. Once new land has been purchased, it will be added to the heat maps too. Although Shane has stated this could take 24 hours or more, so don't expect to instantly see spots after you've purchased them. Now, please do remember, E2 also stated several times that just because a property has resources doesn't necessarily mean the land next to it will too. So do express caution when buying new land. You should also know the resource heatmap dot for your property may not even be on your property. If it's a split property or a property with gaps, the dots do tend to go to the centre of the overall property for plots of 2 tiles or more, regardless of if it's owned by you or not. For single tiles, it's in the top left corner. This is also the reason why you might see the odd property with more than one dot. It's overspill from another property. Now, how to check your dots? The best way is to zoom out until the tiles vanish. Then you can pretty much see where the dots are. Holding the mouse over where your plot was helps to remind you of the exact location. You can also use a method of clicking between the gold and oil to see if you notice a flash of change. This is an indication of a spot being there. Shane has also stated that he's looking into a solution to making them more visible, such as potentially adding a dot to every tile within a property. So hopefully it's not too long before we get an update of that rolled out. We do also need to remember this is phase 1 of the gold and oil rollout, the areas with the highest concentrations. We are getting future ones which will represent smaller sources of the resources and areas spread out a little further from the main deposits. But those which are live now will have the highest amounts within Earth 2. It's kind of easy to get caught up in just thinking of resources as mines and oil rigs which are active now, but Earth 2 never said they were just giving us a map of active mines. We're getting all the resource data, from areas which have had all the resources removed in the past, to areas which don't have the resource mined for practical or financial reasons. Now, don't forget there's been mining activity for generations. Some huge pockets have been long forgotten and built over, but now exist within the Earth 2 map. Now again, don't forget we're also getting player validation, where we can submit additional missing resources for approval by providing proof, and validators even getting reward for doing so. This, however, is a few weeks away. Now, this is just the start of resources, a test of 2 and the first phase of even that. There will be more weaker sources added and then going on to add additional resources too. It's easy to get disheartened if you didn't get many hits, especially when we have a lot of time and money into the project, but do remember you could always strike it lucky with the next rollout, and even if you don't, all properties will eventually have access to some sort of resource in the future. As always, thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and have an amazing day.